We've got some brand new information about the new coin Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet and much, much more. So let's dive in and take a look. All right, so we're kicking off this video like so many do with the Riddler Ku making a post saying nice chest with a picture of a chest, which is like a treasure chest. And I'm not gonna make any other comments because we're not gonna be weird about this. And basically, I think what they're hinting at here, and we're gonna kind of get to this in the video, is that this coin Pokemon, if you didn't see yesterday's video, it was leaked through a data mine in Pokemon Go, and has now appeared in Pokemon Go, which we will also get to. This coin Pokemon has something to do with the chest. That's basically it, right? You're gathering these coins to fill a treasure chest, presumably. So that's the thoughts here, and going on further, we see the coin Pokemon in full force here. El Chico Eevee, who is one of my favorite people to follow for Pokemon Unite stuff, actually posted the data mine for the little coin bro himself. I saw a lot of comments on this guy saying it doesn't look like a Pokemon. I don't really like it. I love it. I feel like I've been kind of polarized this year with the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon and the ones I like and the ones I don't like. And I've liked a few of them. To me, like Ceruledge, Sea Titan, very cool. I like this guy. I think he's awesome. I actually really want him on my team. But there's some things about it that are very interesting. So Central reports, among other reports, a few people reported this, saying that this is not the main form for this Pokemon. It's an internal identifier in Go. It appears to confirm it's a secondary form. So the thought is it is not actually the main form. That it is a second form of it that it appears maybe when you collect the Pokemon in the game, and rather when it's in battle or something, it takes a different form, and that's where the chest comes in. So then we've got Palkia Origin here, or Pearl Enthusiast, another awesome account that I like to follow about this stuff, saying, Ku recently posted a tweet about a treasure chest, and thanks to the code cracking server, we have a solid answer. We know that the leaked coin is actually the cell, much like Zygarde cells from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Ultra Sun and Moon, rather. I got the game right this time. So, going on in this thread, further to prove my point, the leaked mon is a cell. In Pokemon Go's code, it's marked as 1080_12, which means it's a different form, like 10% Zygarde would be. So, if it was the main version, the evolution would be 1080, or 1081_11, if that would be, now for an actual main coin pre-evo, it would be marked 108011. The evolution would be 108111. So, this being 108012, leads us to believe that it's going to be a form, which again kind of aligns with the things we've seen so far. So back to the chest, since we already know from both Kaka and Ku that the final evolution is a gold liquid humanoid Pokemon, the only option left is that the chest is the pre-evolution of the humanoid. You could speculate that the chest is a mimic chest, which is like a chest from many different games that basically opens up and it kind of has like a little monster inside, essentially, right? The reason we have to collect the cells is to turn it into the pre-evolution that's in the treasure chest into the actual chest. That's the overarching theory from many, right? So you've got these little cells that are gonna be scattered throughout the map of the Paldea region. You collect them, essentially putting them into the chest, right, or whatever. And the chest is actually the Pokemon, or what's inside the chest or whatever. And then when it evolves, it becomes this like liquid humanoid type Pokemon. That's the general thought right now. As I mentioned from there, the Pokemon Go Community Day, which was going on today, I believe, in different parts of the world, depending on your time zone, this Pokemon did appear in it. Now, we don't have any names for it or anything. We don't know what the Pokemon's name is, but it's very tiny, much like Meltan. Again, very reminiscent of the Meltan leaks and the Meltan release in Pokemon Go during a Community Day. And it does have like a key item, a coin with mysterious air. It seems to have originated in the Paldea region. We've got some really cool little screenshots here of what the coin looks like, at least from different perspectives. So we'll have to wait and see what this ultimately is, but this is the kind of coin itself in the Pokemon Go assets, and the Coinmon did appear. So time will tell. Then, last but certainly not least, Pokemon has actually made a tweet talking about chest.pokemon.com, and you can go to this webpage, and there's a chest sitting in the middle of the screen with a 1 under it, excuse me. And there's a number in the top left corner that says 000 at the time I'm recording this. Now, I'm recording this pretty quickly. It's, you know, it's 9:45 at the time I'm recording this, about 45 minutes after this was originally posted. So maybe at 10 o'clock it changes to 001 or whatever. I don't know what it's going to change to. Maybe it goes to 100. I'm not sure. But what the Riddler has posted is 999 with a winky face. So we'll have to wait and see. Does this counter need to go up to 999 in the top left corner for us to get anything from it? I do not know the answer to that, but it is worth noting that that's probably what we're gonna see here. So what I'm thinking is gonna happen, guys, is I think over the next few days, not this weekend, I think it'll probably build every hour, every couple hours over this weekend and accumulate the number. And then sometime mid next week is when it's gonna hit $9.99, and they're gonna drop a trailer and they're gonna reveal the new coin Pokemon, among other things. It's gonna be like a more encompassing trailer. I don't think it'll be starter middle levels though, because I feel like they're building up hype for the Coinmon. I can see them teasing some early game Pokemon, like some of the little things that we saw leaked in the previous trailer, like the Ceruledge pre-Evo, or the little parakeet or whatever, or the mice Pokemon, something like that. I could see them doing that. I don't know if we get starter mid-Evos, which is weird because we're not that far away from the game launch, and usually we do have starter mid-Evos before the game comes out. So just some overall thoughts there. So we'll see how that counter goes. And again, by the time this video goes up, you guys may have already seen some progress on this counter, so we'll kind of know from there. But $9.99 based on the Riddler seems to be the number we're aiming for. That seems to be the case, and I'm just taking a peek if there's any updates from him, but no. He then posted a picture a couple, 2 weeks ago, talking about Pokemon that essentially have never been kind of in the games on the Switch. So you've got the Servine, or the Superior line, Emboar line, Patrat, Watchog, you got the Simmies, Zebstrika, a lot of Gen 5, right? And then you got a couple other things. You got the Swadloon, Leavanny, you've got Ducklet, Swanna, Furfrou, etc. Hoopa, Trumbeak, and Minior. And then he actually goes, seems that Hoopa got a chance to make it before the door closed. Would you pray? So maybe in development, they're actually making some last minute tweaks here to potentially put Hoopa into the game, whether it's through DLC or whatever. Maybe Hoopa makes it into the game and it ends up being there. I actually didn't know that Hoopa wasn't even on the Switch, to be honest. It didn't really dawn on me. It's like such a common Pokemon in Unite, or was for a while. I don't even think about it. When it comes to Mythicals, it's not really at the top of mind. So that's pretty much where we're at with that. So we'll see if Hoopa ends up making the cut. So we'll have to see how things play out over the next couple of days, but I'm thinking by mid next week, that counter should continue up and up and up and get to $9.99, but I think we'll know if it moves today, then we'll kind of have the pacing and have an understanding of the timetable of when it's actually gonna hit 99 or $9.99, and then of course they'll probably reveal the Pokemon, and hopefully we'll see it in its actual form, right? Because if they're gonna show the chest, maybe they'll show the mechanic of finding these things. That's something I could see them showcasing prior to the launch of the game. And then the chest Pokemon itself, obviously we're not gonna know about its evolution, which again is to be this like gold liquid humanoid type Pokemon. So we'll see how that all plays out. But nonetheless, exciting stuff. I like this little dude. You guys can let me know in the comment section below whether you like him or not. Apparently it's gonna be Ghost Steel, I think is what I saw, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think we know for sure what the typing is, but that's the thought. It's gonna be Ghost and Steel, which would align with the idea of it being like a kind of a haunted chest. So I guess time will tell on that. Otherwise, we're just kind of hanging in there to see what happens. But Pokemon Go Community Day, if you're gonna play it, I guess it's today. I don't keep up with Pokemon Go too much anymore, but you'll be able to kind of get that in your game too. Yeah, so the event today is from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. With Dratini, you can get Draco Meteor, and then as you spin Pokestops, you'll end up getting a little side story with Willow and Jock, who's apparently from the Paldea region. You can collect up to 100 coins, and you'll start obtaining those coins in your inventory. Who knows if there's an importance to those coins down the road. I may try to log in myself later today just to get the coins, just in case there's some benefit to when the game actually comes out and how you can connect the two. So we'll wait and see, but it might be worth looking into. And that's pretty much that, guys. Thanks so much for watching this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on Coinbro, and I will see you guys with another update soon. Peace.